Hi all, my name is Santosh and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, I had already talked about the control statement in C++ programming language. So today's video is basically related to the lab practice and what we had already discussed and in the previous theory based lectures. So uh, I will direct+y move to the VS Code and I will show you the lab related to the control statement in C++ programming language. So I will move to the uh, VS Code and I will show you the practice related to the lab. So show you, and first of all I will go to the folders. Now I am at the folders and uh, VS Code. So I smile my face. So basically this is the interface of Visual Studio Code, and we'll practice, we'll see the lab of the control statement C++. So I have created the file here, C++ control statement folders, and um, I will show you this icon is basically used to create a new file, and this is used to create a new folders. So at first I will show you the first statement where I had already taught you in the previous lectures. So first I create the if statement, if dot cpp. So I create a file and I include io stream using name space std int man return 0. First of all I will say you the if means the conditions. If means the conditions to be suppose the if block execute if the conditions is true. So I will write program. So suppose int, I will say you, suppose int number, and just int num equal to -5, and we have to use the if conditions uh, along with the greater than, less than, and less or equal, greater or equal, not equals. We can use along this. So I will show you. Suppose if num is less than or greater than 0, then cout the number is positive number, positive intel. So I have declared initialize a variable name. Suppose int, this is the header files, and this using name is very steady int main. This is the main function of the cpp. So you can see here I have declared initialize a variable name num equal to -5. So and I have to check, just I am going to check the if conditions. If the condition is true, then if block of code will be printed in the console. So uh, at the beginning, if the number is greater than 0, then this block will be printed. Otherwise it will be out of the if statement. So int num equal to -5, and if num is greater than 0, then this block of code will be printed. So num means 5 is greater than Num means -5. -5 is greater than 0, so it's false. False statement. False. Then when false, then this block will not be printed. So it will be out of the if block. So this is, if you check it, this will not print anything. So it takes some time to check. It does not print anything. So because this condition is false, the if condition is printed, it will print the block of the if statement, including inside the if statement, when the condition is true. False condition. That's why the true condition is not printed. If means true conditions. So I'll check the another statement. So uh, I will check here. Int suppose num equal, sorry, I will comment it, and int num1 equal to 5. Then I will check the condition. If num is greater than 0, then cout the number is positive number. Positive. ntl. Yes, this is correct. Num1, not num1. So if the number is greater than 0, it's correct. You initialize the variables. Num1 equal to 5, and num1 is greater than 0. It is true. So I write here in the comment, true condition. True condition. So when if is true condition, it will print the block of code inside the if statement. So I can check here. I'll show you what is happening here. So yeah, the number is positive. It is true. The number is positive. So this is the if statement. If statement, when it was happened, and when the true statement, there is only one conditions, and the condition is, if the condition is true, then uh, it will print the message, whatever you write in the if block of code. So this block of code will be printed if the condition is true. And the next I will show you if else .cpp. So first of all, I'll write include io stream using name space std int man and return 0, and I will show you the I will show you, and suppose I'm just the same example I'm just taking here, and int a equal to 6 or 40. So if a is greater than 0, then cout a is the number is positive dl, or else cout the number is negative. For example, Intel is used to move to the next line. So you can check here when more than one conditions, then we have to use if and else condition. If the if condition is true, then the block inside the if condition will be printed. If condition is false, then the else block of statement will be printed. So now let's check what is happening and which statement is going to be printed in the console. So you can go to the three dot and you can choose the run code, and as per the yeah, the number is positive. It's true. The if condition is true, that's why the number is positive. If I use here, if I write minus 40, then what is happening? Just check it. The number is negative. Yes, it's correct. So if more than one conditions, to check more than one conditions, then we have to uh, use if and else statement. Suppose just this is static initializations. We have already initialized. If you want to take the input from the user, then we can also use functions or object that we call cin function object to take the input from the users. So now I will show you, I will comment it how to take input from the users. So first of all, um, we have to take the input from the user. So cout enter a number. I have print message enter a number. If you want to check the odd, if the user input what types of number, that is the odd or evens. If you are going to check odd or even, then you have to use the cout functions and cin, that is the standard input stream and standard output stream in C++. So first of all, you have to int n. You have to declare a variables. I have declare a variable and just number I can write here, and cin extraction operators number. So if the number, and then we have to cin is used to take input from the user. It means I write the input from the keyword. So I can first the console will print the here enter a number, then we have to take a input. We have to give a number, or take we have to give a numbers to check the number is odd or even. So I can write here, I can change if the number is sorry 2 equal to 0, then cout even number Intel, or you can see here else cout odd number Intel. So to check the even the user input is even or odd, and then we have to write these types of logic to check the even or odd in the program. So I can take input from the users. So I first of all I'll run this program, and will show you how it's working. So enter a number, suppose 3, that is odd number, correct? And once again I check the 2, that is the even number. So to check the even or odd, we can use the if and else statement. So we have to write logic and conditions. Number modulus 2 equal to 0, then it means remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, then that is definitely the even numbers. When you divide any numbers, if the number is remainder is 0, and when that number is in even numbers. Otherwise, if there is remain a remainder, then that number will be called odd number. So we can check even or we can find the even or odd number by using this condition in this program, thus if else statement. So this is for if and else statement. You can see the if and else statement of C++ program. And the next one is, I will show you the else if statement. So I create a file, else if.cpp. First of all, I will include IO stream using name space std int main return 0. So I have to at first I will show you the else if more than two conditions are in the program. If you are checking more than two conditions, then we have to use if else statement. It means that the else if statement allows multiple conditions to be checked in sequence manner. If none of the if or else conditions, the else block will be executed. I will show you. So you want to check a marks of a student by taking user inputs. So you have to just if a student get 75 marks, then which grade he and she received or obtained. If the percentage is more than 75, it means you have to just you are going to find a grading system of your schools. So you have to check in which grade the students get marks and in where he and she is. So you can check. If you want to check, if you are going to check more than two conditions, then you have to definitely have to use the else if statement. It makes easy to check the conditions multiple conditions and in a sequence manner. So I will show you just I will show you the marks taking input from the user. Suppose uh, int marks of the student. So see out. First of all, I will print a message to take input. What types of message that you want to take input from the user. So see out enter marks enter marks and enter your marks enter your marks and your marks and see in marks, this one. And after this if you print it, then it runs or it takes yeah, it's asking your marks, but we have not defined it uh, till time the condition. Then after we have to decide the conditions. And if the marks is greater than 90, then if the mark is greater than 19 and 90 plus, then you got a grade. So 90 or 90 so see out a grade. grade R, uh, grade A, and Intel. I'll show you Intel grade A. You got a grade A. So I have, so for functionality I use this. And your if your marks is more than greater than or less than 75, then B, greater than 50, then C, and so on you use. So else if marks is greater or equal 75, then use C out grade B. Oops. Intel. And next, else if marks is greater than or equal to 60, then see out it what we call it grade C Intel. And to check more than two conditions, you have to use else if, and then you can change change just like if you want to, if you are not check more than 3 or more than 5, then you can end from here. But if you want to check more than 2 and 3 multiple conditions, then you have to use else if statement. So at last, else see out grade D Intel. You have to use like this. Something is missing, yeah, something is missing. So first of all, you have to enter a marks, and the marks is greater than 90, then it will print grade A. And the marks is greater than or less than 75 or 75, then it will print B. And if the marks is greater than B or 50 or 60, then it will C and F, and you can change like this. So I could check here. First of all, I will check the 98, then the grade A, yes, and I will check the second 76, that is also grade B, and once 74, 73, grade C, and one is 65, grade C, and the 60, no, 59, grade T, and last one is, suppose you got 47, then you get a grade, you can see. So it is very easy, guys. I will provide its source code in GitHub account. You can download from there and practice as you need. So else if statement, conditional or control statement means it when you want to check multiple conditions, so you can use else if statement. So it allows you to check the multiple conditions to be in a sequence. And if so if block is not true, and else if is not true, it means if and else all are not true, then else block of code will be executed sequentially. So this is else if, this is all about the else if. And we see the other statement, just like a switch statement, it is very important. And when we just like we make and calculators, then we use our switch case statement. It means jumps to the directly to the other block are executed are two block of code, and it will be printed. So I'll create, this is all about the LCP statement. So let's move to the switch case. So I create switch tcs.cpp and include stream using name space std int main. First of all, return 0. So in switch statement, it is very easy and it is very important. So the switch statement in C++ is basically used to execute one block of code among many options. So you can uh, just like it is used to execute uh, one block of code uh, among the many options based on the value of the variable expression. So I will show you the best examples to use the uh, C++ in just like a switch statement in C++, sorry. So you can see just like I can provide you best examples. So just like you want to make a calculator, so uh, in that time we use the switch case switch statement. So uh, between the multiple conditions or options, we have to you have to choose only one options. Just like I will show you, just like you can see here. mm, Suppose char char string, you can see here operations. mm, Operation char operations int num1 and int num2. What types of operations can we get performed from the calculator? Suppose multiplication, division, and addition, subtractions. These are the operations that we use in arithmetical operations, we can get performed by the calculator. So first of all, I have to print what types of characters that means you can use, just like plus or symbol or minus symbols, and divisions, and multiplications, modulus, then you can use. So first of all, I print cout welcome to the calculator program. I have write message, so it will be very easy to understand. So first of all, we take input from the users or what types of operations they want to get performed, just like a cout and just like what enter an operator, just like enter an operator. It's like plus, minus, multiplication, and division, just like you can see plus, minus, minus, uh, multiplication, and division, you can see uh, in here. So this message will be printed. So if you want to print it, then you can run a code, and what is message is going to be displayed or printed here. So you can see here this message is printed. You can use a tab, or you can use a tab here also, and it will print like this. Yeah, this operation will be printed. So you can write 4 and 4. So then we have to take operations, just like take input from the users, take operations, see in. So we have to see in operations. It means which operators that you are going to use. Suppose you have to use this one, or plus, minus, multiplication, and divisions. What you want to get from the uh, input, and get from the calculator. So first you need to uh, take input from the user. So this t/t is used to take the tab. It will show the one step ahead, like this. You can see, just like if you print here, this will print like this. So yeah, this is it's showing, and it's also uh, is getting a number. Suppose, sorry, plus, we are not define any condition, so it will out of the condition. So we have to first they are enter two numbers. So see out, enter two numbers in real, see in num1 and num2 in real. You can use, you can write like this. Then take both number from the users, or you can, you are not, if you don't write, it will be also here. And after taking input from the user, what we are going to perform. So we have to take a switch case. In that time we use a switch statement to get perform the operations in the C++. So in the control statement, so switch operations. So out, then yes, WITCH, switch, this is shown, but I will show you the error file switch. And we have to write expression, it means operations what we are going to follow the operations. And case, we have to write case, which case, what options that we are going to, which operators we are using, then which characters we are using to get in perform, or get result from the numbers. So first of all I will show you. I'll write a case and plus. So I have to I use the characters. Character means single quote we have to use, and colon, then use it, see out result. It means num1 plus num2. Oops. And in real break. So what does break means? And if the condition is true, then this block of code will be executed, and it will break, not going to check other operations, other cases. So this break will be used. So then and after it we use other case to check the other options. So case minus C out, oops, C out, result num1 minus num2 in real. And it also we use break keyword, case multiplication, oops, then C out result num1 multiply num2, because we have initialize declare two variables num1 and num2, and we get performed result after performing the num1 and num2 in their break case divide, sorry, division C out result sorry num1 divide num2 there. What is happening? Case 1, case 2, case 2, sorry, this is happening num1 and num2, and break we use break it, don't go to the other options, and the last one will be the default value. If you enter any other operators, then and which are not available in uh, the our operations, then it will show the invalid. And this is very important thing I would have to say you. If anybody's enter, suppose num1 is divided by num2, but num1 is suppose enters 1 and num2 is enters 0, then what will happen in that time? And there will be print the invalid or infinite, uh, that is not divisible. So we have to check the conditions before getting the results. If num2 is not equal to 0, then is not equal to 0, in that time if is not equal to 0, then in that time result will be published. So I have to write this here, oops, I have to, yeah, or else see out 0 is not divisible by 0, 0 is this error, division by 0 is not allowed. So you can write here sorry, mm, error error um, division with 0 is not allowed in YOL. and it will also be break, and the default will be the what will be happen. This will also break right here, and case and default you can write default cout invalid operator, you can write like this. So um, you can also break it, break. So first I will show you the result and what is happening. First check it, click on play button, and it takes first I write 3, and second one is, sorry, let's cancel, clear it, clear, and I will play it from the suppose a plus operators I am just using. Suppose 3 and 4, the result is 7, correct. And I will multiply 4 and 6, 24, correct. And just division, then suppose 45 is divided r, uh, 8 is divided by 2, the result is 4. And if you enter suppose modulus 4 6, that is the invalid because we have not defined in our operator list. So here in our any options case, so that is showing the invalid. So once I have to check the division, so first of all I have to division, and 5 is divided by 0, it's the error, division with 0 is not allowed. So you can make an calculator by using the switch case statements, and I will upload this all the sources, source code you can download from the description link and practice. So 1 or 2 times if you practice, guys, you will, it is very easy to understand. So you can choose one option among the different options, choose the best options, choose the what you are going to perform, that is called the, yeah, you can say like the switch case statements. So uh, it execute the block of code among the many options based on the value of the variable expressions. So break uh, break statement prevent the execution from falling through the subsequent cases. Suppose if you do not break it, then this option will be executed, and after this other also will be executed. Suppose I comment here, then I change the minus, so what will happen, see in the console. So suppose minus 7 minus 2, then other also will be printed. So here is result is 5 and 14, that means other results also are printed, 7 to the 14. So that's why we use break keyword to avoid the to check the other option available in the program. So this is all about the switch statement, guys, and it is very easy. And if you practice one or more than 2 times, it is very easy, and you will be understand about it. So this is all about the switch case statement in C++. So For loop means loops. First of all, loop allow to execute a block of code multiple times. And first of all, I will explain you a short definitions and why we use a loop. And even I have already discussed it. So in this practical lab, I will show you, or I will explain you some short definitions, and how it works, and what are the things will be included here in the for loop statement. So if as an aspect of programming, in programming sometimes there is need to perform some operations more than one times, once or number of times. So loops come into the features when we need to repeatedly repeat execute a block of statement. Then we have to the loop concept will come into the feature. So for examples, if you want to print hello 10 times, then we can print without loop, but that takes more time. That is not a good practice to become a best programmer. So we use a loop to uh, print or repeatedly execute block of code. So we use loop. So for loop, firstly initialize, then conditions. I have written some, I will say you here. So for loop, it has three conditions. First one is initialization, variable initializations, and the second one is condition test, and the third one is increment, decrement, or update update the variables value. Suppose this is the initializations, first conditions. First, and the condition is conditions. The updating is the third steps. So firstly initialize the value. First initialize the value, and then check the conditions, and execute the body. Execute the body. First initialize the initialized, then check the condition, then execute the body, and again and after check update the value. So this code will be printed, the output of this code will be printed like this. So I will show you once again. Just like I have initialized value here, sorry, I have declare initialize a value n equal to 5. So I have to print 0 for print 1 2 3 4 5. Then I have initialized as a 0, and then I have to check its condition. Then it will go to the, it will be I, it will go to the its body, and after body the condition will be printed, and then once again it will update the value. So I will show you it in a practice. So just go to the practice lab, and I will show you. Just like I'll create a file loop.cpp, and include IO stream using name space std int man return, oops, return 0. So if you want to print 1 to 10 number, then you can use just like print number from 1 to 10. Just I have to given a question, print 1 to 10 numbers using loop. Then how we can print it? we have to use print 1 to 10 by using loop. So I can create a for int I equal to 0. It means 0 you can say, or you can say it's like a 1, because you have to print from 1. Then you can use 1 and semicolon. I is less than r equal 10 and I plus plus. Then you have to print I in there from the, then you can print like this. So you have to, if you play it or you can run this command program, then what will happen, see. Yeah, correct. This will be printed 1 to 10, and this is the best of looping statement. So you can, first of all you have to initialize how does it works, how it is working. You can see like this. So I can move my face here. You can mm, you can see here. You can see here, this is the loop. And if you want to print, it's like numbers, and for loops is used when the number of iteration is known for beforehand. In this case, I will increase the font. I equal to 1, I equal to 1, and it check the condition I is less or equal 10, correct, then it will print 1. Then it will print 1, and 1 is once again it will update. Once 1 will be update, and 1 will be updated by increasing 1. Then 1 became 2. 2 is also once again check the conditions. 2 is less or equal 10, yes. Then it will again print, go to the body, and it will print 2, and 2 once again update by increasing 1 and 3, and it will print till the condition is true, or when uh, it's less than or equal to 10, until it will less or equal 10. So 1 to 10 you print by using loop. So one example I will say once again. I will comment it. Suppose you have to int n equal to 5 for, sorry, int I equal to 0, I is less equal to 5, I plus plus cout I intel. What will happen? Comment, you can say it in the comment. So I can print it. This is what is happening, you can see in the console. So it will print 1 to 0 to 5. So this is the beauty of for loop. So you can use like this. It means this is the outer for loop. We can use the inner for loops. We can see in the upcoming videos, I will show you the patterns on C++, how you can patterns, how you can solve the puzzles by using the for loop. So this is for all about the for loop. For it check the initialize, check conditions, go to the body, and once again it will update, and it will repeatedly till the condition is matched. So we the for loop is used, the iteration is known beforehand. Yeah, we know already, we know how many numbers will be, how many iterations will be printed. This is the, that's why it is called the for loop. And in while loop, the while loop basically used when the number of iterations depends on a conditions. It means as iteration of the number is depend as per the condition given. We don't know before, so the loop continues as long as the condition is true. So I will show you one examples. Suppose I create a while that cpp include io stream using name space std int man return 0. So we don't know how many numbers will be iteration will be printed in the while loop. So why we use while loop? Because when the number of iterations depends on the conditions and the loop continues as long as the condition is true. So I will show you here. Int I equal to 1, and first of all this is the while I is not less than 5, then cout I in real and I plus plus. So this is the this is something happening. So something is in real. So we don't know how many iteration will be as per the conditions. It will print the address, and so I'll run the program and see the output. It will print until the condition is true. It means loop continues in while loop as long as the condition is true. So when the number of iteration depend on condition, we use the loop functions. So this is all about the while loop. When the conditions uh, uh, once again I am just saying the while loop is used when the number of iterations depend on the conditions and the loop continues as long as the conditions is true. It means the when the condition is not true, until the condition is true, the loop will be continuous. It will print the iteration as per the condition given. As per the condition it will be print. If we say if you like 10, then it will be print 1 to 10. It means it depends, fully depends on the conditions. So you can see here, this is all about the while loop. Do while basically ensure the block runs at least once, even if the conditions is false initially. So if the conditions, even the condition initially false, then it will ensure the block runs at least once. So that's why useful when the condition need to be checked after executing of the loop body. So I will show you a practical here. You can see here. Do while.cpp, and I include io stream using name space std int man return return 0. So at least once, if the condition is false, even the condition is false initially, once it will be printed, it will runs a block runs at least even the condition is false. So executing a loop body, when the condition needs to be checked after executing the loop body. So um, you can see here, suppose in do while loop, suppose int I equal to 1, do, you can see, oops, do while loop, you can use, you can at least the initial, even the condition is false, initially it will be printed. So at least you have to see out I um, int l and I plus plus, and it will check the conditions. Oops. While I is less or equal 5, I is less or equal 5, it will print the, oops, so first of all it will, I'll show you what is happening in this code, then I will explain you one by one. So yeah, even the condition, even the condition is false initially, the do while loop will print its execute the body at least once, then it will check the conditions in do while loop. So loops do while loops ensure the block runs at least once, even the conditions is initially false. So uh, it is used best, it will be best when the loop must execute at least once regardless of the conditions. So you can practice like this, and this is all about the do while loop, and we have seen many others looping functions, and if else if functions, switch case statement, so far. And this is very important, guys. And the source code, whatever I have shown you in the lab, I will upload, you can download from the description link. I will from the description link, and you can practice 1 or more time, and it will be very useful for you. Break statement, if you say that it exits the loop immediately, I will show you example and code. Suppose that you are using a for loop, and after accessing some elements or printing some numbers, and you want to break, then you have to use the break statement. So I will show you here, just like print number from 1 to 5 and stop the loop. Suppose there is given, just you there is given the looping condition, the conditions are given to print the suppose 10 numbers, then after if you want to print 1 to 5 and you want to break, then it will be It is called the break statements. The break statement immediately exits the loop when the condition is true. So I will show you a practice. uh, Break, I'll write here break.cpp and include stream using name space std int main return 0. Suppose you want int for int I equal to 1, I is less or equal to 10, I plus plus, and you want to print cout, and if I is equal 5, then break it, or you have to just like a break and continue from the others. If I is less than, I is greater than, or I equal to, you can take here I is greater than, then break and cout the I in del. So check what is happening. I will show you what is happening from this code. It execute, it stop the looping. Break statement use stop, immediately stop the looping process. So it will show you, then 1 2 3 4 5. It means just like a you can see here, this is the for loop, this initialization condition and updating. And if I is greater than 5, then break and come out of the loop, and 1 will be printed, 2 will be printed, 3 will be printed, 4 will be printed, 5 will be printed. But if the I increased, or I became the 6, then it will be break and come out of the loop, and the display it prints 1 to 5 statements. So it immediately stopped or exits the loop when the condition is true. You can see here. So this is about the uh, break statement, and it is very easy or importance when you use multiple types of programs. Just like if you want to break after printing some iterations, so it immediately exits the loop and come out of the loop. So this is all about the break statement. And the continue statements skips the current iteration of the loop and moves to the next iterations. It means it skip the current iterations. I will show you. i'll I will create a file, just like a continue.cpp and include IO stream using name space std int main return 0. All the things are the same. Suppose for int I equal to 1, I is less or equal 10, I plus plus, and if I equal 4, then continue and cout I dl. See what is happening. it skips the loops when the condition is matched. So you can see here, I run this code and you can see what is happening with the code. So I have created, this is the for loop one, it becomes print I to 1 to 10. But if the condition is if I equal 4, then it will skip the element and continue from the continue statement, skip the current iteration of the loop and move to the next iterations. It means 4 will be skipped and it will be moved to the next iterations. Other elements are printed. You can see here 4 is not here. So you can practice it one or two times and it will be easy for you. So the guys, this is all about the continue statement. So at last, go to statements. Basically the go to statement allows jumping to the specific level, and uh, it is uh, it is the direct flow of control to the labeled statement. It is basically not recommended for the general use. So it is not much just like if you take any positive numbers and it will jump to the uh, labeled statement. It is basically not recommended for general purpose. So we will not practice here, and this is all about the control statement. And you can see here, uh, this is the um, control statement practical lab, and you can practice. It is very easy if you practice one or more two times. And the source code I will be available in the description link. You can download from there and practice as per your need. Thanks for watching.